Hello, my name's Arpad Tapp. I hold a Bachelor of Contemporary Arts from the University of Tasmania. I majored in ceramics and I minored in both photography and drawing. I am currently doing the Master of Teaching degree and my specialist subjects are visual arts and multimedia. Every art teacher struggles with their budget. Art is inherently resource intensive and quite often art teachers are required to dip into their own pockets in order to provide classroom materials when their budget allocation has been exhausted. According to Davies, classes are too big, resources poor, time is too short. There is not enough emphasis on art education in the primary area or the secondary area. Contact hours are too short, qualified art teachers are too few, and art rooms are inadequately equipped. The problem of resource management in the art classroom isn't confined to Australia. Davies mentions a UK study that states schools spend most money on paper, cards and paints, followed by drawing materials, clay and pastels. They have great difficulty in providing such expensive items as clay, card, textiles, 3D materials and good quality brushes and paint. Over a third of schools depend on seeking out or being given free materials, and most will accept anything on offer. So, this assignment is about how available technologies can be used to provide a cost-effective avenue to expand teaching resources while minimising cost by incorporating free online art programs into lessons, effectively allowing teachers to stretch their budget. The three programs that I'll be looking at in this presentation are the Scribbler from zafrank.com, the Scribbler 2, also from zafrank.com, and Harmony from mrdoob.com. This is the Scribbler. It's an excellent beginner-level online art program with some very basic tools. I'll do a quick demonstration drawing. So, obviously this is only going to be fast. Alright, so you do it in a quick picture. When you've done drawing, you click Done Drawing and hit Start Scribbler. And what it does is sketches in the picture that you've done. You can pause the picture and add more lines to it if you want. And you also get a whole bunch of settings. So I can click here where it says Settings. I can pause the scribble. So now I've got a sort of basic idea of what I want there. Now I can change the line colours. So I hit Start Scribble and put in some white. A little bit of yellow to get some variant. Back to the black. There's a whole bunch of other options. I can change the thickness of the line. And back again. So I can build pictures up. Kids can get really creative with this. There are some absolutely amazing bits of art out there drawn with the Scribbler. Obviously I've made a bit of a mess of that one, but there's a gallery here of other pictures that people have done. That's quite good. So there's a lot of possibilities using the Scribbler. The next program I want to have a look at is the Scribbler 2, which is an advanced Scribbler from the same website, and basically what it does is it scribbles as you draw. One of the advantages to this one is there are adjustments here, so you can choose the size of your canvas before you start and the background colour of your canvas, so it's a bit more complex. There are brush settings, so you can change the style of your brush, the size of it, that sort of thing. You can adapt the colours simply by clicking here and getting different colour schemes, and you can also upload a picture into it and work into the picture itself. So this is quite a nice little program, and there are some, if you just Google Scribbler 2 gallery or some such thing and have a look at some of the other pictures that people have been doing, there's a lot of good stuff on the net that can be used as examples. The third program I'd like to look at is called Harmony. Now this one is similar to the other two, but it gives different options. So there are different sorts of brushes, a whole bunch of different ones. This one's fairly obviously different, allowing you to do varied things. And then you can save this and drop it into the Scribbler and adapt and work into that as well if you wanted to. And it also has other options, such as if you were doing backgrounds, you've got this strange. So it's a little bit more advanced than the other two, but the others have features that this one doesn't have, and vice versa, which would allow the children to adapt and change and work into things. I chose these three programs because combined they demonstrate progressive levels of difficulty and skill, showing that the teacher could plan a series of lessons that start at a very simple skill level for beginners and progresses to more complex skills, giving the student far more options and creative scope. Progressive levels of complexity means that the task of 3 lessons would contain what Vygotsky called the zone of proximal development, which is that range of learning beyond what the child knows and understands, yet not so far away as to be beyond understanding. This is good because it means that although the tasks are challenging, they are achievable, and students are inspired by their successes and are more likely to be motivated towards attempting more difficult tasks. So, what are the advantages to using technologies? Firstly, it's free, so it doesn't require any more resources than already available, the school computers. Secondly, the students can access it at home for extracurricular work. It can be aimed at any age group, from young students to grade 10s or even grade 12s, and it's fun. It motivates intrinsically. Play shouldn't be underestimated as a teaching tool. Play is about avoiding or ignoring restrictions. It's about exploration, creativity and enjoyment. It's also about intrinsic motivation, which is where there is no prize or external reward for doing whatever it is you're doing. And research has shown that intrinsic motivation is closely linked with high levels of creativity, which is essential in an art classroom. The innovative use of online resources provides teachers with an effective means of expanding available teaching resources without excessive cost. It also meets curriculum objectives, including incorporating the zone of proximal development. Students have the opportunity to learn through play, which promotes motivation and creativity, a crucial aspect of education as a whole and art education in particular. In this presentation, I've demonstrated 3 possible programs, but there are many more available that can be incorporated in meaningful lesson plans.